The tilt is real.
Tilt is real.
This is when the tilt is real. Let's go.
Welcome into the Sunday Tilt with your hosts, the FF chef himself, Will from Biased Opinions, and Jawn, Jawn Swanson.
Sunday, my dude. This is when the tilt is real. This is when the tilt is real. Good morning and happy Sunday. Happy fantasy football playoffs. It is week 15. Swanson, we have made it, my man. We are sitting here at the base of the fantasy football playoffs. Well, of course, unless you've had players like Patrick Mahomes on Thursday and Travis Kelce putting up a career day. I mean, that was just crazy.
Whoa. Wow.
And
everyone forgot how to tackle.
And then, the Ramondre Stevenson flop last night, which was a little disappointing on the betting side of things. I thought the Patriots were going to pull it out, man. But Jonathan Taylor, what a stud. What a fantasy football stud. What a NFL stud.
If you are able...
MVP?
Yeah, dude. If you're able to, the Patriots are famous for taking away the most important, your biggest piece. And last night, that did not happen. He put that baby to bed. That is a difficult thing to do. And it is week 15, and we are in the playoffs, and let's go. Chef, do you have any buys?
Do I have any buys? Yes, I have.
Let's go.
I have 2 first-round buys. 2.
That's awesome. I got 1.
Yeah.
But I'll take it.
I mean, it's comfortable too because I had questions about James Conner, DeAndre Swift is out this week. Couple other little quirks there. Kareem Hunt, that problem. So I'm happy that I got the buy. It feels good. It feels good to be having on a buy. Yeah,
it does. He's good to be the king. You know what I mean? This is the week to have it too, man. Like I'm sure everybody out there knows that this week has been absolutely bonkers. Games are being moved to different days. People are entire teams are wiped out with the 2020. And it just feels like every 10 minutes something else happens. So you really got to be on it. And we're going to be here to help today.
Yeah. And so far we have the players out on Sunday, including DeAndre Hopkins, DeAndre Swift, the DeAndres, TJ Hawkinson, Daniel Jones, Carlos Hyde, Elijah Mitchell, Calvin Ridley, and Brashad Perryman. Not very relevant Perryman, but he did catch a big touchdown in that one game. Questionable tags, Lamar Jackson, Terry McLaurin, and Tony Pollard. McLaurin most likely will play this week. Coming off that concussion protocol, he did log a full practice yesterday. So that's something to look at. But my concern is the quarterback situation in Washington. You can't trust it due to the 2020. They've got a couple guys out. And we're going to tilt which way we need to go. And let's get into some questions, man. Chat's loading up. What's going on, guys? Shout out Justin. What's going on? And let's get these questions answered for these guys because I'm sure they are tilting for their playoffs.
All right, let's jump right in here with Justin. Always the first one in. I love it. So I missed you guys last week, but happy to see that things are going business as usual out here on the tilt. So Justin wants to know, does he win? Because he's got Stafford, Jones, Javonte, Hill, who has already played, Justin Jefferson, Kyle Pitts, the Finns defense, and Matt Gay. And he's playing Dak, Najee, Barkley, Cooper, Claypool. He's playing against Dak, Najee, Barkley, Cooper, Claypool, Gronk, CEH, who already played, the Green Bay defense, and Graham Gallup.
I think he's going to be okay. I think Justin has a nice, healthy head start with Tyreek Hill there. Correct. Justin Jefferson obviously is going to be okay. Kyle Pitts, not the best tight end option this week, but he's not really a tight end. The guy's getting like 8 targets a game. He should make up for whatever he doesn't get in the end zone through the air, regardless. Finn's D, pretty stout. Not going to worry about it. Dak, Najee, Barkley, Cooper, Claypool, Gronk. It's got a decent setup there, but that CEH 9 points, like that did not work out too well. I think you got it, Justin.
Yeah, I think you got it too, man. How do you feel about the Dolphins defense this week? How do you feel about Michael Carter this week? I just want to jump in and just throw this out over to you, Chef, real quick.
Against the Miami
Against the
D.
Dolphins, who in the last 5 weeks are actually letting up the least amount of points to running backs. Like
Yeah,
they are first against running backs, only giving up 11.1.
I think Michael Carter will be okay. I mean, he's like a low end flex play for me.
Okay.
Miami is actually 7th overall against the running back for the season, so he's not going to get that many points. I could see anywhere between 9 and 12 fantasy points this week for Michael Carter.
Most likely all on the ground because we know how the quarterback situation's going
Well,
over
yeah,
there
we're
in
not
New
going to get
York,
into
but
that conversation now, but yeah,
Justin
stay
knows
away.
about that. Yeah, Justin knows about that more than anybody. And he also wants to know, does he start James Robinson, Michael Gallup, AJ Dillon, Devonta Smith, or Julio Jones at the flex? This is an interesting question.
All right, I am going to say James Robinson.
Let's go.
Not just for Mr. Swanson, because, Mr. Swanson loves his James Robinson, but it's a simple fact that they're going up against the Houston Texans. We finally get rid of Urban Meyer in Jacksonville. See you later. Bye.
Oh, awesome, man.
Houston is just terrible. 28th against the running back position. The interim head coach comes out and says James Robinson will get a full workload. What they need to do is just put the ball in his hands and play off of his abilities. And I think that's what they do today against Houston. And he should be very successful. Look for anywhere between 13 to 15 fantasy points from J-Rob. It's a nice smack play in the flex position for you. These other guys, Gallup, I like, but Cooper wasn't healthy the past 2 games. Cooper comes back. He should be a strong play. AJ Dillon, I thought that Aaron Jones was not going to play this week. He was a little chipped up during practice, but he does come and play. I think Dillon is still a viable flex play, but I like J-Rob over him.
Yeah, I do too. How do you feel about Devonta Smith with Hurts? Like Devonta Smith on Tuesday with Hurts playing, but you got to expect there's going to be a limitation to the rushing upside, and he would have to go more through the air.
I don't think there's going to be a limitation,
Okay.
to be honest. I think it's going to be a run first, pass later kind of thing. I think that's been their game plan for the past 4 games, and it seemed to work out in their favor. I'm not trusting Devonta Smith as much. I really am not, because you see as they run the ball, his attempts go down, his targets go down, and his floor is so low, it's very scary. You could be looking at like 2 catches for 15 yards, and that's not something that you want to rely on in week 15 of the playoffs if you don't have to.
I agree. This is a very important week for sure. Oh, another thing too, before we get to the next one. Normally, we tell you to take your Thursday night players out of your flex when the week starts. This is a week where put your Tuesday night players and your Monday night players, if you can help it, into your flex. Move them into your flex because you need to have that extra wiggle room because, like I said, in the beginning of the show, anything can happen every 10 minutes. Give yourself a chance to pivot if you need to. And Justin has another one here. Antonio Gibson, Zeke, or Javonte, start 1.
This one's tough. For me because there's news around Pollard that I don't really like. Giants defense giving up a lot of points on the ground, 25th in the league for fantasy running backs. I want to say Zeke here. I do. Javonte and Melvin Gordon, both a little banged up, both will play. Javonte would be my second in that. I am not trusting Gibson up against the Philadelphia run defense. I am not. But Zeke has a great matchup this week up against the Giants defense. If Pollard doesn't play, it's Zeke for me. Guaranteed that he gets into the end zone gets into the end zone if they're inside the 5-yard line.
I am. Who did you go with? I'm sorry.
I'm going to say Zeke here. I'm going to say Zeke. Yeah.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I mean, it's a little scary. I think Javonte still gets carries, but we saw Melvin Gordon's usage last week. So that it's like right back up to that like 60, 40, 55, 45 split.
Yeah, they're really murky backfield. I agree. And Gibson is tough, man, because I would really hope that he'd be able to come through in your fantasy playoffs for you. But Zeke does the Josh Jacobs thing where Gibson. If they're up, Gibson's going to have an amazing game, but I don't think it's going to go that way. And Washington's depleted, man.
Yeah,
Yeah. So unless they use Gibson as a receiver, I'm going with Zeke on this one too. I'm with you, Chef.
Yeah, I'm afraid I'm staying away from Washington players this week. Even though I know Terry McLaurin is questionable with a concussion, he did log in a full practice I'm seeing on Saturday. I'm still not trusting it because you don't know who's throwing him the ball. Taylor Heineke with the 2020, Kyle Allen with the 2020. I mean, they're going to bring in their third string backup or Gilbert Grape. Gilbert Grape to throw the ball to Terry McLaurin. No, I don't trust it, especially up against Darius Slay for the Eagles. So yeah, I'm trying to stay away from Washington altogether. But if you have to, you have to. At least you have good options, Justin.
Very true. Very, very true.
All right, let's get into some of these other ones because, man, we are loaded up here now.
Are we really? Oh, let's go. All right, let me touch on this one really fast here. Do we think J-Rob, Lenny, and Devontae get in the end zone? I'm going to go wheels up for James Robinson.
Right.
Fournette is banged up, correct, but
he is playing.
But he's playing, and I believe he gets in the end zone too. Even though the Saints are very tough to run against, Fournette's just been an animal. And Devontae Adams, I guess
I would say so, yeah.
And I'm just gonna say
yes. I think they all can. I mean, there's a 70% chance that they all three of them go in,
which is a large percent.
Yeah, that's a good bet. It's a good bet.
100%. That sounds like a little parlay action right there. Giuseppe Brousseau, what's up, man? Welcome back.
What's up, man?
All right, got a tight end question here. Freiermuth or Ertz in a half-point PPR? Gotta help me. I don't know if I'm still on the Freiermuth train as much as I've been this week.
I'm a little off the Freiermuth train this week. I'm gonna go with Ertz here. I think with DeAndre Hopkins out of that offense, they're gonna look for other ways to move the ball. And Ertz, I believe he's gotten enough targets each and every week to be viable for like last week, 7 targets against the Rams. I believe that stays true up against Detroit. Also another good favorable matchup for AJ Green. So I think Ertz over Freiermuth this week. Look for the Pittsburgh Steelers to move the ball with Najee Harris, mostly against the Tennessee Titans.
True, I agree. And the Titans are good against tight end. This is going to be one of those weeks where Ertz is going to be a smash, or more of a smash than Freiermuth, especially with D-Hop being out. Target's got to go somewhere.
Yeah, if you're looking at Freiermuth, you're hoping for a touchdown, which has been the case for the past couple of weeks, and he has produced that, but it may not happen. I think Ertz has a higher ceiling and a better chance of getting more targets and receptions, plus the yardage after catch has been amazing for Ertz. So I'm going with Ertz there.
Nothing like seeing all that green in front of the field for Ertz. I'm happy for the guy.
Yeah, man.
Kicks from Mike. What's going on?
Every time they leave the Eagles, man. Every time they leave the Eagles, they do great things.
That tends to happen.
No rebuttal on that.
It tends to happen sometimes. Oh, but speaking of people who have left the Eagles, after last night, Carson Wentz has now played enough snaps for us and we locked up that pick. So now we're guaranteed 3 first-round picks, which is awesome.
Yeah, I was reading something this morning. When they made the trade, it was going to be like a top 10 pick, and now it has slipped down into the 20s. So it's a late first-round pick. All 3 of them equal Deshaun Watson, right? Is that what you guys are doing over there?
I don't know. I don't even want to get into that right now. That's
to be determined.
To be determined. Kicks from Mike. What's going on? Let's help him out here. Do we think they shut down Swift?
Yeah, I think they do. Right. I don't think it's worth. They're not competing for anything. What they are 1-12-1 now. Yes. I believe they are.
Yep.
So I think they do shut down Swift. It's not worth playing him. He is their bell cow back, as you want to call it. I think they lean on Jamal Williams for the rest of the season, and the rookie, I believe it was, they just upgraded somebody over there. I can't remember his name, and it's not really worth a fantasy start either way. So
is it? Yeah, I had it. But I agree. I don't think it's worth the fantasy start, especially in your playoffs, unless it's a really deep league and you're really scrambling. But I think they're going to shut him down. I do agree.
Craig Reynolds, is that his name?
Yes. Craig Reynolds. Thank you. I was thinking Josh Reynolds for some reason, who I believe is a professional skateboarder. And workload big for the Cardinals.
I'm assuming he's talking about running backs.
Running backs. So Chase
I mean,
Edmonds is going to play,
yeah.
right? Okay. And
I think Connor still gets the bigger workload. Even though he's a little chipped up, he has been that guy. I think Chase Edmonds comes in and spells him a little bit here or there, especially in between the 20s, in the middle of the field. And then Connor has just been so good around the goal line. They have to give him the ball around there. And in the passing game, I think Chase Edmonds has been lowered now, and you can look at him as more of an RB4 low flex play more than anything else with Connor on the field. I think Connor gets first stab at everything.
Way to go, Arizona, man. Unbelievable.
Arizona coming to us
dude.
soon.
Telling you what, man, that's yes, coming to us soon.
Looking forward to it, man. Looking forward to it.
Can't wait. We're going to Arizona to play a little golf for the old
somebody's getting married.
Party. Come on.
Hey, congratulations.
Hey,
Swanson.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And congratulations to Austin Bidwell, who made the playoffs as well.
Hey, man. Good morning. Big guy making the playoffs. Let's go.
Gonna jump down to Austin right here. Mooney, Hubbard, Boyd, or Julio?
I'm all aboard the Mooney train this week.
Me too, man. Let's go. Cool.
Yeah.
I like it.
Up against Minnesota, they are terrible. It's a primetime matchup on Monday Night Football, 8:15 matchup. I mean, Mooney's been doing his thing. Like, we can't take that away from him. We really can't. And Chicago, they're not the best team, but they kind of stay in games. And that's what I like about it, because Minnesota plays to their competition. I think Mooney has a smash matchup. Minnesota, the worst up against fantasy wide receivers. Allen Robinson is out in this one. We are going to see Darnell Mooney hyper-targeted again. And the last time that happened, Mooney just crushed. So why not pick Mooney? I think your second best pick is Julio, but I'm definitely rolling with Mooney if I have him.
You're gonna go Julio with the second best?
Yeah, I would put Julio in the second best on that.
How do you feel about Chubbard in this up against the Bills?
Not good. I mean,
I know on paper it sounds gross. Like it
sounds disgusting. I don't want to do it. I don't think he's not Damian Harris. All right, so don't expect that he's going to blow through the offense like that. And Buffalo, I know they haven't been that good against the run, but that whole offense is in like disarray. He's gonna lose. He's gonna lose those valuable end zone snaps, those valuable red zone snaps to Cam Newton at the goal line. So those are the kind of things that take away from his fantasy value now that Cam Newton's over there in Carolina. So I once again, I like Mooney as the highest flex play at all for these.
I agree. The Vikings are giving up over 40 points a week. Last 5 weeks, I believe. Last 5 weeks, 40.3 points. Last 5 weeks to wide receivers. That's a lot of points, man, and not a lot of pass catchers out there. So Mooney all day long. And he said he already had Jonathan Taylor and Tyreek in that league, so you just need a solid floor. Oh, my God, man.
You got a solid floor with Mooney.
Yeah, I'd say subfloor on subfloor on subfloor on subfloor. Way to go, man. All right, I'm going to jump back up here to Greg Martinez. What's up? Welcome back. Welcome in.
Playoff time. Let's go, Greg.
Let's go. It's playoff time. We got to get him one here for PPR. Jeff Wilson or Jamal Williams. Okay, so I'm sorry. Jeff Wilson, Jamal Williams, Kyle Pitts, or Ricky Seals-Jones.
Oh. So
I believe
one PPR.
Jeff Wilson,
so he just needs one.
Yeah, I think so.
All right. So you're looking at the running back situation here. Is that where you're leaning?
I'm going Jeff Wilson here with Elijah Mitchell not playing up against the Falcons.
I mean, it makes sense. He's going to get the work. I'm not going to take Pitts or RSJ. I'm tilting in my own league because of that, but I mean, if I had to, I would play
the Eagles
Jamal Williams or Javonte Williams.
Is that Jamal
Williams or Javonte Williams?
Greg, let us know.
That's important.
That is very important because Ricky Seals-Jones is a little interesting in the sense that the Eagles are the worst against the tight end position. However, we're the worst against the tight end position because we shut down wide receivers. But there's really no one to catch the ball.
There's no one to throw the ball to.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the problem.
So, well, that too. So I think there will be more of a focus on that position, and I don't think you'll see what you normally expect from that. But Greg, let us know he did. A man, Javonte Williams.
Javonte. So that's important.
Very.
Um,
I'm still gonna go Jeff Wilson here.
You're gonna go Jeff Wilson over Javonte.
I'm gonna go
Williams.
Jeff Wilson over Javonte. Yeah, over the split and the banged up. Because if you figure if a healthy Javonte and a healthy Melvin Gordon is let's just say a 45-55 split, right, on any given week, a banged up version of that, I feel like you would get 35 to maybe 40% on a good day worth of that production. And I feel better about Wilson going up against the Falcons, who are giving up middle of the road to the running back, but I'm gonna lean on that side.
I was looking at something last night with Javonte Williams because I am a nerd, and they give you projections. He has outscored his projections by at least 7 points every single week, regardless of the fact of, well, not every single week, for the past three weeks, rather. Regardless of the fact of Melvin Gordon being in the offense or not, he's getting the work. All right. Last week, he had 15 carries, 73 yards. He's averaging over 4 yards per carry. He's gotten a touchdown every single week. Last week, he had 2. I'm going to go with Javonte Williams. And the main reason why is even with Jeff Wilson getting the opportunities last week, 13 for 56 against Cincinnati, he only got 5.6 fantasy points in PPR scoring. And that's what scares me about Jeff Wilson is that he disappears. They have Deebo Samuel, who is going to break the wide receiver rushing record this year. So I'm going to go with Javonte Williams here because I have a feeling that San Francisco is not going to need to do much, and they are going to pivot him in and out of the offense. You're hoping for a Wilson touchdown, and I think Javonte Williams gives you a safer floor and a little bit of a higher ceiling in the sense. So I'm going with Javonte here.
You know what? I'm gonna tilt back with you, Chef, because they use JaMychal Hasty in like a lot when they're up, and like they don't really need Wilson as much. And I think as much as I like him, I think you're right, dude. I'm gonna tilt back with you.
Yeah, I just don't like I don't like the outcome of what Jeff Wilson has done. Like I was hoping for him to be this big playoff player. I knew something was going to happen. Usually, yes, I'm going to play the running back in the starting running back in the San Francisco 49ers offense. But when he's gotten the opportunity, he has not produced. So why rush him out there in your fantasy playoffs? I'm going to stick with the guy that's been producing for the past 3 weeks, overproducing on his projections by 7 points or more each and every week. Javonte Williams, give him to me. It's his time. Let's roll.
Yeah, I'm looking back at this. He hasn't produced, and those have been matchups that he would have been able to. So let's go, Chef. I like it. Thank you for bringing me back. Javonte Williams, Greg. Good tilt. Really good tilt. Really tough tilt right here for Justin. Darnell Mooney or Van Jefferson?
Oh, this is a good one.
It is so close. It is ridiculously close. It is so. I mean,
I guess it all depends if OBJ plays.
I think he is, right? I believe he's playing.
I think he's going to make it past the 2020 protocol.
He is activated from the 2020 list, and so is Darrell Henderson.
I mean, Van Jefferson, you're hoping for a big play up against Seattle. It could happen.
When you think about the pass catchers that are on both sides, there's one clear-cut guy who would, out of these two, that would receive guaranteed volume. So I would probably go Mooney for the floor and Van Jefferson for if you need the home run.
I mean, he's not getting hyper-targeted like Mooney. You're hoping for a big splash play touchdown.
Exactly.
So I'm going to go with Mooney in the guaranteed points.
I would too.
He's guaranteed the targets. Minnesota is terrible against the wide receiver. He's getting matched up with Cam Dantzler, who is like probably the worst cornerback in the NFL. Sorry, Cam. Sorry, Minnesota. Sorry, not sorry. Give me Mooney over Van Jefferson this week.
Yep, I feel the same way. But if you're in a league where you are starting Van Jefferson and don't have that,
I mean, he's a viable flex option. He's a flex option if you need a home run and a prayer.
Yep, you could do a lot worse, especially given the scope of things for this week. James Mendes, what's going on? Good morning.
Good morning, James. I love that name. It's a
Hey,
great
that's
name.
a good name. I think I know a guy with that name. All right, so he's got to pick 2 running backs this week. He's got Gibson, Edmonds, Penny, Michael Carter, and Henderson.
Ooh.
Man, that is dude, that's so tough. All right.
All right. So I got news that Henderson's going to play. He is
Correct.
off the 2020 list.
He is.
He's ready to go. He's got a couple days now. I think they're going to slip a practice in there on Monday and get a little sneaky there, since the game is what? The game is Tuesday now, correct?
Yes. Yeah. It's the last game of the week.
Yeah, it's 7 o'clock matchup against Seattle.
45.5 point
How
over.
did we get a doubleheader on Tuesday?
I mean,
2020 all over again, man.
2020. Remember, and for those who are unfamiliar, we don't say the C word on this show because we just don't do it. So we say 2020 for the
pandemic.
Correct. So this one's a tough one, man. Gibson, Edmonds. I feel like Gibson is.
I think Henderson is a splash. Yeah, I mean, I'm putting Henderson in my lineup no matter what. If he's in, he's the starting running back. As far as the other players go, that's going to be tough.
I think I might go Chase here.
No, I think I would go Gibson here. I would have to.
You think so? Against the Eagles?
Yeah, Penny against the Rams defense is not something I want to do. Edmonds splitting carries with James Conner is not something I really want to enjoy either. Michael Carter up against Miami. I'm not trusting the Jets offense to do anything. They may move out of that positive game script in the first play. I mean,
they totally could.
It could be just Miami just crushing it. And then Gibson,
the last 5 weeks, they've been killing it.
Gibson against the Eagles, it seems like, well, they don't have quarterback play. They probably will try to throw the ball a little bit, but they're going to be limited on what they can do for offense, and Gibson will be that option. As much as I'd like to steer away from Gibson in other tilts, I think Gibson here up against Philadelphia may be your best bet, James, unfortunately.
I mean, I have Gibson all over the place, and
but keep him in your flex. Keep him in your flex. If anything happens, at least he has a pivot. You know, he's got the Penny pivot on Tuesday. So if anything happens more to the Washington football team, he's got Rashad Penny in there as another option.
That's true. He absolutely does. But the Henderson being active definitely helps that, so for sure. And Austin, we got to this one, and Sarah Riley, welcome back.
Hey, Sarah.
Let's go playoff, Sarah. Love it. Half-point PPR. She needs 1. Devontae Parker, Hollywood Brown, Rashad Penny, Devontae Freeman, or Russell Gage.
Ooh, half-point PPR.
Half-point PPR. Looking for touchdowns. Niners. Penny.
Parker is interesting, and so is
Parker's
Hollywood
interesting
Brown
with no Waddle.
Yes. Yeah.
And that's going against the Jets, which is always a great time for everybody. Jets are currently, let's just do last 5 games. They're middle of the pack up to the wide receivers. But that doesn't really go one way or the other. But Tua's been playing well. Honestly, I think he's been throwing the ball well. I think he looks a lot better. I think he's starting to settle in. I think Parker does this weird thing at the end of the season
where he just shows up.
He just shows up. He's done it for years, and I just feel like Parker would be my play here. As much as I want to go Hollywood, I don't know. We don't know the status of Lamar right now.
Yeah, and when Huntley came in last week for Lamar, he favored Rashad Bateman.
That's right. Yeah, he did.
I think they had a preseason connection. You know, the younger players, the backup quarterback, backup wide receiver at the time.
Sure. Yeah.
It showed on the field last, and that's why we saw, I believe, the Rashad Bateman take over a little bit. But I think Marquise Brown should get some work. He's got a good matchup against Eric Stokes if Eric Stokes is the cornerback. And that's what scares me because Jair Alexander is supposed to come back. Whether or not he plays this week is something to be discussed. But I'm afraid of the quarterback situation. So give me Devontae Parker with no Waddle up against the Jets. Yeah.
I like it. All right, let's keep moving on here. Back to Austin Bidwell, Chase Edmonds, T. Higgins, Chase Claypool, Darnell Mooney, or DJ Moore at flex, and Knox or Pitts at tight end in full PPR. I think I'm going to go Mooney at the flex. Oh, you're leaning Knox for tight end?
I'm leaning Knox for tight end. Not a great matchup, but
no,
he
not a great
been
matchup.
Targeted.
I think I lean Pitts there. Wait, maybe
you're going with Pitts?
I don't know. Let me look at one more thing here because I think might. Where's my 4 o'clock?
Give me Pitts.
Oh,
you're
no.
Right.
No, I don't like that at all, actually. The Niners, last five weeks, the Niners are first against tight ends, allowing 4.7 points a game. And Pitts hasn't scored since week 1, 2. What?
I mean, you think about it that way, but you can't look at the tight end matchup. You got to look at the wide receiver matchup for Kyle Pitts.
Correct. All right, so you're right.
That's something different.
Can we go back to?
So if you look at it, San Francisco's 20th against the wide receiver for the season.
And so
that's how I lay it
in the last 5 weeks, given a 34.
Yeah, so I think Kyle Pitts actually might be the play. I'm going to talk myself into it as well. He may not get a touchdown, but he will. If it's full PPR, he's going to get the targets. He should have some receptions. He's going to be one of their main receiving threats. So, yeah, give me Kyle Pitts. They're going to probably be behind up against San Francisco. And then Chase Edmonds, T. Higgins, Chase Claypool, Darnell Mooney, or DJ Moore. DJ Moore is questionable, I believe.
Correct.
I think he will play, but I'm not trusting him with that quarterback situation. It's scary, man. I'm stuck between Claypool and Darnell Mooney here. I just think Claypool is going to be Claypool's got the good matchup.
Mooney's got the volume. He's going to be hyper targeted. This is really close. I think I'm going to lean Mooney up just because of the matchup against the Vikings, who were just bleeding points to that to the wide receiver position.
Give me
last
Mooney.
5 weeks.
Give me Mooney. I'm staying away from Higgins. Has a tough matchup against Patrick Surtain, the Denver Broncos. Claypool, yes, he's got a good matchup up against Tennessee, but so does Deontay Johnson. We know the offense loves to use Najee Harris. Chase Edmonds, we talked about him as enticing as it may be. James Conner's still there. They have other options in that offense. So, yeah, give me Mooney, man. I'm all aboard the Mooney train again. Here we go.
Yeah, I think I'm on with you. It's a very close. It's very close. Shape, yeah, Claypool and Mooney, but I'm gonna lean Mooney there. Dirty Money, welcome back. Oh, pick one: Terry McLaurin, Alan Lazard, Adam Thielen, or Dalton Schultz.
Oh man,
Thielen. I don't know Terry's status right now. I know that. Well, it's tough because that's a Tuesday game, which is just weird.
It's a Tuesday game.
But the Vikings game is a Monday game too. So I think I'm going to take Lazard out of it for me.
Correct.
I'm going to take Schultz out of that too.
Correct. I think Schultz will have a decent game, but
I'm going to take him out of this.
It's between Thielen and McLaurin. Thielen coming back. Like, is he going to play? And in the beginning of the week, he wasn't.
I think he is.
He's listed as questionable for Monday.
Still questionable. And it is still tough too.
He didn't practice all week. He's a true game time decision.
Look down at the practice.
I think in this situation, if Thielen plays, I would go with Thielen because they're going to go back and forth with Chicago. But if Thielen doesn't play, then you're left with McLaurin on Tuesday, which you have an option. You have a pivot option. So that's That's where I would go. I'm not putting my money on Lazard or Schultz to have a better fantasy week than McLaurin or Thielen. That's for sure. But that's the route I would take. I would play Thielen if he plays. If he doesn't, then you have McLaurin left over on Tuesday.
Cool. I'm with you. Lucius, good morning. Welcome back.
Lucius, my man, what's going on?
We've made the playoffs. Playoffs have started sketchy, but he's trying to hang in there. Aren't we all?
Hang on, just for 1 second. I like this because we're crowded in the chat today, and I'm expecting some drop off from people in the chat because of the playoffs and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But they listen to this show week in, week out,
Love you
and here
guys,
we are, and they're still here. That means all of our consumers have made it to the playoffs. We're just gonna mark it like that. So I love it. Let's go. Sorry.
Well, that's pretty awesome. You guys are great. Chef, you're right, man. I'm looking down at the chat, and it's blowing up. I hope you guys are here because we got you there, or at least helped get you there, because this is awesome. You guys are the best. Let's just keep it going with Lucius here, man. Do you play Dak or Taysom Hill today? And you already know what my answer is, but I'll let you go.
I'm gonna play Dak.
Ow.
I'm gonna play Dak.
You're gonna play Dak?
I know you love Taysom Hill.
I do, man.
But I don't know, man. I guess he's good for fantasy.
He's great for fantasy. He's great for fantasy.
Last week he had that touchdown late in the game that kind of saved your week.
Yeah,
he shouldn't have scored that touchdown. Even Alvin Kamara turned around and said, "You should have just kneeled, and that would have been the game."
If Jonathan Taylor did that last night, if he slid down.
Right. Well, no, he needed to score that to cement the win.
I'm pretty sure he could have slid and then got the first down and then ran the clock out last night. But I get what you're saying.
I mean, it's a walk-off touchdown. I understand that as well.
I don't know if I would stop either, man. Come on.
I'm playing Dak against the Giants. It's a divisional matchup. They have all three receivers finally healthy. It's a get-right game. Giants are terrible, unfortunately. I know it firsthand. I'm playing Dak Prescott. I am. I'm afraid that the Tampa Bay defense is just going to stonewall the New Orleans Saints today.
See, I don't know. Do you feel like are you confident that the offensive attack for the Cowboys is going to go more through the air than it is on the ground against the Giants?
I do, because first off, we're without one of our lead cornerbacks, and on the flip side of it, Tampa Bay is notorious for stopping the run. Taysom Hill doesn't score fantasy points through the air. He runs the ball. I think they're going to focus in on Taysom Hill and the running attack of the Saints, and it's going to slow down Taysom Hill's production. I think Tampa Bay just steamrolls the Saints, and I think Dak is going to air the ball out a little bit. Amari Cooper, Michael Gallup, CeeDee Lamb's definitely going to get some play. So, yeah, give me Dak.
I see where you're going. I'm going to lean Taysom Hill here, and the reason is because they are notorious for stopping Tampa Bay is stopping the run. But with a healthy Alvin Kamara, I feel like that creates more space for Taysom to actually do well, because now they're not just worried about Taysom taking off. They're worried about Alvin Kamara, and that is someone to worry about now that he's back and now that he's healthy. I think there might be a focus on him, and there might be some trickery. I like what Sean Payton does in those situations and how they use him. Last year, I hated when Taysom came in at first because he directly ate into Alvin Kamara's value. But however, this matchup, I think he might be able to give you enough on the ground to eclipse Dak. So I'm going to go Taysom, and I want to write that down right now.
Oh, yeah, you write that down, and I'll be busting your chops later because Dak's gonna win.
We're going to see.
Dak's going to win that matchup.
We're going to see. But that's just my take. Austin, Next question. Hollywood, Michael Carter, Michael Gallup, Jeff Wilson Jr. or David Johnson needs one flex and one running back, assuming Lamar and Burkhead are out. Needs a high ceiling. Okay, so you got to go for the home run play here.
Ooh, home run play. Kind of hard without any home run hitters. I would say Hollywood Brown on this one.
I would too.
Let's see. And then one running back. Is David Johnson the guy?
I don't know, man. That's what I was. Oh,
Burkhead's out. If Burkhead is out, like, man, I don't know.
Is Burkhead out right now?
That's what I was just looking at.
Yeah.
I'm like, is Burkhead actually going to play? I don't know. He's got that questionable tag. It seems like if Burkhead plays, David Johnson is a sit for me. I guess
I'm
roll with
gonna go
Carter,
Jeff.
maybe Jeff Wilson in
You're
this
gonna go
op.
Carter?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know, man. It's tough, dude.
I don't like that matchup against the Dolphins. Last 5 weeks, they're number 1 against running backs. Man, they're just shutting them down.
I don't like any of these options here. I guess Jeff Wilson will have to be it for me.
If Big Mike was playing quarterback over there for New York, I would go Michael Carter because he targeted him like there was no tomorrow.
Right.
But it's not.
Yeah.
It's Zach Wilson. So, yeah, give me Jeff Wilson. And we are at 10:42, and that game is the David Johnson game is a what time?
The Houston
it's
game?
a 1 o'clock game. Yeah, it's 1 o'clock.
Yeah,
All
it's
right,
a 1
we'll
o'clock.
We'll get the Burkhead news soon, and then we'll circle back around to that one for sure.
I mean, they're playing Jacksonville. I don't.
Listen, Jacksonville is unpredictable right now. They're a wild card. They just lost Urban Meyer. Everybody's celebrating. That can really losing a cancer like that to a team.
The morale up.
It can absolutely like jolt an entire team, an entire city. So I'm really excited to see what happens there. Giuseppe's got another one here. We got to pick 2, 1 flex and 1 running back, and a half-point PPR. Gibson, Miles Sanders, AJ Dillon, or Van Jefferson.
Definitely Miles Sanders.
Okay.
We know the running attack for the Eagles is going to be there.
Finally, I think I might go Sanders and Van here.
Half-point PPR.
I don't know. Well, really,
I think I want to say AJ Dillon, man.
Really? We're looking at something here. Okay.
Yeah. I don't mind AJ Dillon. I think he's been getting the carries. He's been getting the work. He's a 1B now. He's not the number 2. And Aaron Jones was banged up all week. I think he can run against the Baltimore Ravens, even though they have been pretty good against the running backs. I'd prefer him over Gibson, I think.
Over 8 5 zone, over 8 5-yard attempts in the red zone, like 5 yards and goal, 5 and goal. Dillon has 2 touchdowns.
He's been putting up numbers, man. He's gotten solid play. He's gotten
half-point PPR.
Double
for.
He's got double. I mean, so it's half-point PPR. So you're really not worried about the receiving. You're worried about the carries and the touchdowns. He did not score a touchdown last week against Chicago.
Correct.
Aaron Jones came in. I guess he played 10 snaps, 11 snaps, and he got 2 catches for touchdowns. That may not happen this week up against Baltimore. I think AJ Dillon, he gets the work. He's going to put the work in on the ground. He's guaranteed at least 8 to 10 fantasy points from running the ball. So I think it's AJ Dillon, man. I really think it is. I think he'll power one in on the goal line. He's sitting at RB 25 on the year so far. Yeah.
So you would put Miles Sanders into that running back spot, and then AJ Dillon,
and then Dillon on my flex. Yeah.
I'm gonna go a little different there.
Unless you need like a Hail Mary, and then it's Van Jefferson.
And I think that's kind of where I was going with it too. If you need, the way I'm going to script it is, if you need the ceiling play, then I think I would go Van. And if you're looking for more of a floor and a half-point, I think I would go Gibson. Oh man, this is so tough, dude. It's so close. I'm going Gibson. I'm going Sanders and Gibson here. And I'm just gonna move on. Just get those guys. Sanders and Gibson, because McKissick. Yeah. I'm gonna go with that. Writing that one down. So Lucius, Miles Sanders, or Rashad Penny?
Miles Sanders.
Sure. Me too. Cool. Joey Perps. It's a dope name. I love that. Welcome in. Good morning. Joey Perps wants to know Hurts or Cousins. Cousins.
This one's tough because Cousins is playing some good ball.
And Hurts, even though it's a high ankle sprain, man. Like that is his Hurts' whole upside, his
rushing
whole
floor,
fantasy, it's just rushing. Yeah, but a high ankle sprain is there are playoff implications in this game. You don't want to just be running on that thing.
I think I would go with Cousins.
I do too, man.
I mean, you got to look at it. Man, that's tough.
I mean, Chicago is that's what a oh, there goes the house phone.
I mean, he's put up 28 fantasy points each and every week for Kirk Cousins. I think
Eddie.
Yeah, and he's got a great matchup against Chicago. I think Kirk Cousins is the way to roll. We know the Eagles are going to try to run the ball. I think they'll be successful in running the ball, but I think they're going to use Miles Sanders and Jordan Howard for that purpose. Hurts, like you said, with the high ankle sprain, it takes away from his rushing upside. I think Cousins going up against Chicago, it's a great matchup. He should have 2 touchdowns. He probably will not have an interception this week. Even if he has 1, you're okay. I think he throws the ball for at least 250 and 2 in that sense. And you should have a healthy 23 to 25 fantasy points from him.
I agree. And I think Gardner would probably have started for the Eagles this week if the running back room wasn't as healthy as it is in Philadelphia, which leads me to believe that they're going to lean on the actual running back room to do the work of Jalen Hurts' normal regular season legs. So I'm going to go with Cousins there too. Love the matchup. And then another one here for Lucius, Ayuk or Beckham?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Is this
is it PPR?
Is it? Yeah. If you could let us know whether or not that's PPR or not, because this is a tough one. This is a real tough one.
I'm kind of leaning Beckham.
Are you?
Yeah. I mean, Debo's back, full swing. Atlanta, they're gonna roll Atlanta, dude. Give me Beckham.
Man, I'm gonna go Ayuk. Full PPR, I'm gonna go Ayuk.
Give me Beckham. He's got a great matchup this week against Seattle.
I feel like Ayuk's got a good matchup too. That's the Falcons. And I don't think they're going to, it's not going to be Jeff Wilson as much like we talked about.
Yeah, it's going to be George Kittle again. That's what I'm afraid of.
That's true. I mean, there's a lot of points to be had, but a lot of that could be going to Kittle.
And Debo. Yeah. I'm going to go with Beckham here. This is a tough one, man. I'll hit the button for it because
let's go.
This is tough.
I was waiting for it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if I can find the button. There it is. Tilt of the week. Tilt of the week, Lucius. We are
First
tilted on
tilt.
We are tilted on this one.
Indeed.
I'm going Odell. Swanson's going Ayuk. It's what it is right now.
What real quick, do you have Beckham's stat line from last week? Here, let me look it up.
Beckham?
Yeah, I know he scored. He is just coming off of the 2020.
6 for 77 and a touchdown.
Okay. Which is a great fantasy day.
Yeah, it was a very good fantasy day. He had 7 targets. So that leads me to believe that he's feeling more comfortable in the offense. He's starting to click with Matthew Stafford. I think he's going to be utilized as such again, along with Cooper Kupp. Give me Odell over Ayuk.
Henderson was out last week, correct?
Yes, he was.
Yeah, so now that Henderson's back and playing again, I don't know if they're going to need to do as much through that air. They might be doing a lot more on the ground. That might be where I'm leaning. This is a tough one. Oh, man.
I mean, Ayuk had 10 targets last week up against Cincinnati, 6 for 62 and a tutty. Can't count on that touchdown. That's what I'm afraid of. I mean, if you take those 6 points away, he's got you 12 fantasy points. Odell. I think Odell has a higher ceiling. I'm going to go with Odell.
I think I would agree with the ceiling thing. I'm still going to go for Ayuk, but Lucius, if you can, let us know if it's a PPR or a half point PPR. We'll jump back around. And Lucius says, last question. But like, man, you can just keep them coming, bro. It says Lamar or Jimmy G, and best of luck to you as well.
See, that's tough. I think I'm going Jimmy
no.
G here, man.
I think I am too. And the
I'm not trusting that Lamar is going to play.
We're not going to get that that news. That's a 4:00 game, so I think I'm going to go Jimmy G here, and hope that oh, okay, all right. Wait, what if that's the same league? Do you start Jimmy G and Ayuk if that's the same league? Do you go with that
for the
stack? Yeah.
No,
Okay.
I'm still sticking with Odell. But I am going to go with Jimmy G here.
Same.
You'll know whether or not Lamar's playing. If Lamar's playing, you kind of have to play Lamar.
I guess, but do you really though? Because I think it's
Jimmy G up against San Fran is kind of safer.
I agree, and the whole thing about Lamar is the legs again. It's the Jalen Hurts situation, and he's got a lower body. It's an ankle injury, and I feel like that's where you get a lot of the value from.
Jimmy G has a safe floor up against Atlanta today, and Lamar has a question mark. So I guess
anything
it's
comes
Jimmy
in for Lamar.
G.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Jimmy G here.
No matter what, like, I guess it is Jimmy G. Wow.
Yeah, I know. I mean, like,
Jimmy GQ, baby, Jimmy GQ.
Just throwing it out there for myself in another league that has nothing to do with you guys. I'm
totally
totally relevant. I'm considering starting Joe Burrow over Lamar. That's where I'm living right now.
Yeah, so, I mean, Lamar hasn't really done much. I mean, he got injured in week 14. Only 16 fantasy points up against Pittsburgh, 9 against Cleveland, 17 against Miami. Jimmy G has been doing better. I mean, he's steady Eddie for the last 2 weeks. And if he scores some touchdowns like he did last week, then he'll be all right.
I agree. Another one here for Giuseppe: Fant or Ertz and half-point PPR. This one
fantastic. No, no, he's not fantastic. Give me Ertz.
You're going
Give me Ertz.
In that
matchup? Noah Fant has not done a single thing lately. I am not trusting him. No way, no how. Ertz has the touchdown upside. He's getting targeted inside the 20s, inside the red zone. Give me Ertz. I'm not trusting Noah Fant. No way.
So just to throw this out there for argument's sake, the last 5 weeks, it is worth noting that the Bengals are dead last against tight ends, giving up a whopping 17.6 points a game. That is a lot of fantasy points to the tight end position, and there's usually that's to one benefactor from that exact position. I understand the Ertz take as well because
that's great. Over the last 3 weeks, Noah Fant has not gotten more than 4 targets.
I know.
Teddy Bridgewater, he's been a model of consistency. He's very consistent on his completion percentages and all that, but he hasn't really been throwing the ball.
Well, what about a banged up Melvin Gordon and Javonte Williams? Does that concern you at all?
No.
This is all for argument's sake.
I think they're going to run them into the ground.
Okay. All right, cool.
Give me Ertz.
And I'll lean with you for Ertz on that one too. I still think it's a little close, just given the matchup. But I'm going to go with Ertz with no DeAndre Hopkins. And Kicks from Mike wants to know, can he trust Jamal in his flex for Atlanta and the Seahawks? Can you trust Jamal in your flex for Atlanta?
Jamal
against wait.
Agnew?
Not Agnew. That's Dolphins. I'm pretty sure he's done for the season. Excuse me. Jamal no.
Yeah, see Jamal Williams? No. I don't know who you're talking about here, Kicks for Mike.
Let's circle back to that, Kicks for Mike.
Circle back to that one.
Yeah, we'll jump back down. Joey Perps, Frymuth, Knox, or Goddard?
This one's tough, Joey Perps.
It is tough, man. As much as I love Frymuth, I am going to fade that this week.
You going Knox or Goddard?
Yeah, no. I think I might.
I'm going Goddard. He's got a matchup against Washington.
I was going to say, I think that's my move right there. Yeah,
I think Goddard's the move.
Yep. Man, Washington's good against tight end, man. Last five weeks, only giving up 6.5 total points.
Before the bye, 6 for 105 and 2 touchdowns.
Back at the tight end matchups for the
Yes,
Washington.
that was Minshew up against the Jets. But I think Dallas Goddard should play, man.
Man, if Minshew was, Minshew would be Goddard would be a smash if Minshew had the ball. However, Hurts probably not running as much. Gonna have to throw the ball more. I'm going with Goddard on that one too. Zach, what's up, man?
What's up, Zach?
I know it took us a while to get down to you, dude. But what's going on? Good morning. Congratulations on that W and getting to the playoffs, and thank you very much on the marriage. Congratulations. Soon we'll all be celebrating playoff victories. What's up?
So it was Javonte Williams.
Greg I think we already covered that.
Oh, we already covered that.
Yeah, I think we're waiting on Lucius. Lucius, if you jump in here, we're waiting on that one take with whether or not it was PPR and whether or not Ayuk. For me, anyway, I want to know if the Jimmy G and Ayuk take was the same team for the stack. Just for me. Eric Soros, what's going on? Welcome in. Happy Sunday.
What's up, Eric? Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. 3 players, 2 spots, half-point PPR. Aaron Jones, Cordero Patterson, or James Robinson. Playoffs, baby. Let's go.
3 players, 2 spots.
Half-point.
Man.
Yeah, dude. This is...
I'm definitely playing James Robinson.
I think I am, too.
Like, you have to. Like,
half-point PPR.
Against Houston, you have to play James Robinson.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron Jones that's an iffy one, man. Cordero Patterson's been great for Atlanta, and I think that's the way I'm going to lean, because when he's playing and when he's on the field, he puts in the work, he gets the points. Like, I don't know if I can trust Aaron Jones. I really don't. Half-point PPR.
I mean, you were saying that you're looking for a pretty decent game from AJ Dillon. So, like, you got to that chips away at some of that Aaron Jones value right there.
It does. It does.
What's the last 5? What are we at here?
I mean, I'm not going to rely on 3 for 30 and a touchdown from Aaron Jones every single week in the receiving game. You know, I just can't.
Not to.
And Baltimore's defense is a little bit more stout. I think it's Cordero Patterson, man.
I think you might be right.
I think it is.
Half-point PPR. Man, this is a super tough one. All right,
I'm going Patterson and Robinson. I can't believe it's ugly like that, but yeah.
I'm doing the same thing. Man, good problems to have. Actually, this season, really tough problems to have.
Yeah.
Because this is really tough problems to have. Good luck, Eric.
All right, we got to help us out here. I hope we see you next week, Eric.
Yes, hop back in, man. Good luck. I want to write that one down too. Who we did? We took Cordero and J-Rob.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Put that one down there. All right. So Zach's got Nick Chubb, Josh Jacobs, Joe Mixon, Devontae Freeman, Michael Gallup, Hunter Renfrow, KJ Osborne. Needs 1 wide receiver, 2 running backs, and 2 flex.
Man, this game.
Give me Renfrow for wide receiver. Just wrap that up.
Absolutely.
Right now. You on board with that? All right, cool.
Yeah, running absolutely. Back, Renfrow.
I think give you Chubb and Mixon.
Ooh.
Are you thinking about Jacobs?
I'm thinking about Jacobs.
Mm-hmm.
Jacobs has been a smash. Cleveland, I'm scared for Nick Chubb.
Are you?
Man. Really? Yeah, I am, because the offensive line is like depleted with 2020. Let's bring in somebody else. That's a really good point. Let's bring in somebody else to help us out with this tilt.
Sounds good. What's up, dude?
Good morning, Will.
Yo, what's good?
Oh, man.
What's good,
Will, man? We're tilting here on Zach Argue's question here. He wants to know.
You jumped in at a good time.
Chubb, Jacobs, Mixon, Freeman. And then he's got Gallup, Renfrow, Osborne. He needs 1 wide receiver, 2 running backs, and 2 2 running backs. Okay, so we get to play 2 and 2 flex. Oh, so you might be playing 1, 2. Mixon, and Renfro, and then he needs one more. Oh, so you're playing most of these guys. It's like, who am I taking out of this conversation more so than who am I
1,
putting
2,
in?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, so
So
we got to
you
take out 2 guys, but we have to keep them within the flex.
So
And
take out Osborne
I
because
agree.
Dillon may play, and then take out Freeman, and then just play all the players studs because it's the playoffs. I think that's the way I would roll with that.
Yeah, if Dillon plays, then definitely Osborne's not going to be a factor. Although we know that he could go ahead and play and produce, but if Dillon's playing, I'm not touching Osborne whatsoever. Man, Chubb, Jacobs, Mixon. I don't like the Chubb play, man. Although they don't play until Tuesday now, man. So
Right.
a lot of things could change between now and then. So you're pretty much. Yeah, you're gambling. You're gambling at this point, which is not a bad thing. But
We love gambling.
yeah, but you're in a situation right now where you're gonna have to decide. Do we go ahead and gamble with some guys playing today as opposed to playing 2 days from now? I'm gonna stay away from Chubb and I'm staying away from Osborne.
Yeah, I guess I'm on that board too. Just because that they're just so banged up at offensive line in Cleveland. Yeah.
I can't do it. I can't take Chubb out up against a Raiders team that's 28th against the run.
I decided with
even though they're depleted, I'm going to stick with Nick Chubb.
Really?
I can't play Devonta Freeman over Nick Chubb. I just can't do it. I can't find myself to do it. I'm not going to do it. Not going to do it. Especially if Lamar doesn't play, then it really, like, Devonta Freeman, right? Is the offense going to be able to even move the ball? That's something like either way.
Flex.
Yeah, it's 2 flex.
Oh,
so
right.
I'm taking out Freeman here, and I'm taking out
Osborne.
Osborne.
Okay.
I'm gonna play Renfro in my wide receiver spot, Gallup as a flex, and we'll put Chubb in the flex, and then play Jacobs and Mixon as my running backs.
Yeah, I agree. I didn't see the 2 flex in there. Good luck, Zach. Justin's got another one here. Hollywood Brown, Michael Gallup, or Jeff Wilson. Start 1. Will, what's going on, man? How are you?
I'm good, man. What's going on with you, man? Miss you.
Yeah.
How's the wedding, man? How's the wedding?
The wedding was great, man. Thank you very much. It was a great time. It was beautiful. There was a 5-minute fireworks show that was like Disney level fireworks. Unbelievable.
Disney level fireworks.
Seriously. Like after the first minute, I was like, is this for real? Like it just kept going. And everybody else was kind of looking around like, yo, this is the most ridiculous display in like the best way possible. But yeah, it was a great time. But I definitely missed you guys last week. So thank you for holding it down.
Yeah. Absolutely, man. Glad to have you back, man. Yes, the 3 amigos back. You know what I'm saying? So it's good, man. It's good.
Right in time for the playoffs.
All right, let's see here. Justin, Hollywood Brown, Gallup. Yeah, I'm staying away from Hollywood Brown because we don't even know what the situation is with Lamar. Got a notification earlier on Sleeper that didn't practice, and so they don't know, but he may get to play. I don't know what that means.
A lot of questions.
Yeah, I guess
too many questions.
That's like another way of saying questionable. So I don't like it. I'm staying away from Hollywood Brown. Jeff Wilson. I'll probably go with Jeff Wilson. Yeah, I'll go with Jeff Wilson. Gallup may have. I mean, Gallup is going to have a good matchup as well out in New York.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go Gallup here.
I mean, you went Dak earlier on that other take, so I'm assuming that you're still on board that they're not going to have to go on the ground as much.
Even with Amari Cooper like a little banged up, Michael Gallup for the last 3 weeks has had 8+ targets. He's caught 5 passes in the last 4 games. He's averaging around 14 fantasy points per week. Give me Michael Gallup against the banged up New York Giants defense, especially in their secondary. I think they can pull it out, and I think Gallup will be utilized.
Yeah, and today they're giving they're generous enough to give their fans a medium soda. So that's always good going out in a MetLife over there.
Oh, in MetLife you get a medium soda?
Yeah, you didn't see
Not
that?
a large. They don't go big or go home. A medium.
Yeah, that's the thing. I know, John. I know you're looking like what's going on. Yeah,
trying to keep the fans happy at MetLife.
Yeah, today they're giving away a free medium soda, not a cup, not a straw, not even a bobblehead. We're giving away
right now.
We're giving away 20 ounces of soda.
Signed Joe Judge medium soda.
Yeah, so that's the thank you that you get for being a dedicated fan. So,
oh man,
but yeah, I don't know, man. I just think that Jeff Wilson has a good matchup today, man, against the Atlanta Falcons. I think he has a good matchup, and I just, when it comes down to running backs versus wide receivers, especially if you're a wide receiver, a running back that can catch the ball out the backfield, I'm always going to give the running back the edge a little bit over the receiver. But so I'm going to stay with my pick. I'm going to write this down again, because sometimes we go against. So yeah, gonna go again. I'm gonna stay with my pick on Jeff Wilson here, but Gallup is not a bad look, Justin. But yeah, definitely don't even consider Hollywood Brown today.
It's funny that you mentioned Jeff Wilson, and I'm going to try to tilt you in the other direction, Will, because the last 2 games, or we can even say 3 games that Jeff Wilson has played, he's only caught one reception for 2 yards. So even in a system where the running back is utilized as a pass catcher, he's losing touches through the air. He's losing them to Deebo Samuel. He's losing them to George Kittle. He's not being utilized in the passing game. And that's what scares me about Jeff Wilson, that he's going to be that stagnant, get that 13 to 14 carries and only get 50 to 60 yards. And you're only looking at 6 fantasy points for the day. That's where I'm afraid of. He doesn't have much of a ceiling. He has that solid 5 to 6 point floor, and I'm not buying it. I think Gallup has a chance to catch a touchdown. It's going to be utilized more in the offense. That's why I'm leaning Gallup here.
All right, boys.
It's just my 2 cents.
We're about to split this 3 ways.
I switched. I just went ahead and crossed out Jeff Wilson. Yeah, go ahead and put me down for Gallup. Yeah, go ahead and put me down for Gallup, man. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna. This is a tough one, man, because I'm not taking. All right.
Let's going Hollywood Brown.
And I'm just saying, in a world where, let's just say, for argument's sake, that Lamar is healthy, right?
He's not though.
But I'm just saying, if he plays, he's not running. He's not running. He's throwing the ball. They're going to need to keep up. They will not be able. There's no other way that they'd be able to catch up in that matchup against the Packers. Like, they're going to have to catch up, and they're going to have to air it out. And if it's not going to be Bateman, it's going to be Hollywood. Keep that in mind.
It's a close one between Hollywood Brown and Gallup. They're scoring similar
Gallup.
Similar production. Brown has had 5 receptions for about 40 to 50 yards each game. He hasn't scored a touchdown since week 7 against Cincinnati. That's what scares me. I think I still think Gallup is the better play. That's just me personal. But
look, I understand where you're coming from.
That's fine. I mean, Huntley comes in. It's an iffy situation even with Lamar. Green Bay's defense isn't a rollover defense. The Giants, on the other hand, I know firsthand, so does Will. The Giants secondary is depleted.
Yeah. It's not a good play.
It's not a good. Gallup's got the great matchup. I'm not risking it with Lamar, but go ahead.
He's got a great matchup. He's got a great matchup as a wide receiver 3. Do they really need him? That's all I'm saying. Writing this one down too.
All right, well,
Justin, we've been on this one for a
Gallup
minute.
Over Brown. Yeah, thanks, Justin, for making us tilt.
Week in and week out, 15 straight weeks. I love it. I wouldn't have it any other way. Justin also says last 10 weeks, the 49ers gave up 5 receptions per game or more. I guess that's to, I don't know if we're referring to the running back position or not, but we'll circle back around to that one. Victor A. Segura, welcome in. Welcome back, Flex, Gaskin, or Barkley.
I love this. One.
Uh-oh.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm going to throw it to the Giants. I'm going to throw it to the big blue boys. What do you got?
Who do you got, Will?
I'm going Gaskin, man, with the news. Yeah, with the news of Waddle being out. I mean, listen, again, I'm all in. I know this is not even a player that's being mentioned. Yeah, all in. Not a player being mentioned in this question here, but I'm all in on Parker and Gaskin for today for Miami.
Yes.
Against the Jets. Come on, man. That's just a no-brainer right there. No-brainer.
Yeah, not on the injury report. Clear 2020 protocols. Like you said, Waddle being out of the offense. We had already picked Devontae Parker in a tilt earlier this morning. So I like how you mentioned that. And Barkley, he's going to be dealing with the defensive player of the year, defensive rookie of the year in
Parsons.
In Parsons. Thank
Michael
you.
Parsons.
The Dallas defense looks like they are just hungry. They are flipping the script. They are the most improved defense, I think, from last year to this year. Like, it is just amazing what they've been able to put together. And the Giants' offense is going to be surrounded by and work through Saquon Barkley with Mike Glennon at the helm. No way do I want any part of that. Give me Gaskin over Saquon Barkley today. It hurts. I'm not even wearing my Barkley jersey today. Like, I'm in a hoodie.
That's how you know.
It's just it's over for us.
Yeah. But
I mean,
I'm looking at mock drafts right now, man. I'm paying attention.
You're looking at mock drafts already?
I mean, because we got 2 first-round picks, man. We got 2 first-round picks. Remember, we got that pick from Chicago last year. So I'm looking at some mock drafts. I'm trying to see what the professionals are saying out there in terms of who the Giants may get. But
I want to see as far as who are we going to get for our offensive coordinator. But that's a story for another time.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with you guys here.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go Gaskin over a medium soda this week. That's gotta be a joke. That's ridiculous. Owen G, what's going on? Welcome in. I grew up with an Owen. His last name was McGargy. Owen, is that you? What's up, Owen? All right, so Owen wants to know OBJ or Gallup. And listen, I want to say real quick, thank you guys for sticking with us. We got a lot of tilts underneath. Stay with us. We're getting there. You guys are awesome. We got a lot of them today, so we're gonna keep going through them.
And we're about 15 minutes away from updates.
So
correct.
OBJ did tweet out that he did have a negative result, so he's looking like he's on the way to playing again. This game is not going to be played until Tuesday evening at 7 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, so he's going to be playing. Listen. As much as you may dislike it, OBJ has a touchdown in his last 3 games. You know, so as much as you people may dislike it, he's been producing out there in LA, right? And I just think that, again, we talked about this being in that Sean McVay offense is going to be more and more as each week goes on. He's going to be implemented in that game plan, and he's going to see some targets. Gallup does have a good situation today, so I'm going to go with the simple fact that since they are playing today, and anything can happen between today and Tuesday, I'm going to go with Gallup.
I understand your pick on the Gallup side of things. I just think that OBJ has just been more involved in the offense. We mentioned it earlier at the top of the show that he has been targeted. Like you said, he got into the end zone the past 3 weeks. I think it continues against Seattle. No Jamal Adams. I think they can get it done. OBJ, he's just getting familiar with Matthew Stafford, and it's clicking on all cylinders. They need him in that offense to stay competitive in the division. Beating the Cardinals last week was awesome for them, and I think they keep rolling on that morale and lean on OBJ when needed. So yeah, give me OBJ over Gallup. Gallup is the 3rd option in the receiving game compared to the number 2 for the Rams. I think Swanson agrees.
Everything I was just gonna say. I take that too.
That's a great tilt, though, Owen.
Good luck, bud. A good tilt. Oh, he's got another one here. Gallup or OBJ?
Oh,
I was kidding. I think it's just reversed.
Just in case.
Oh, it's a lot different now. Justin says the Ravens cornerback Jimmy Smith has tested positive for 2020 this morning.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, it's going to be.
That's great for Devonta Adams.
The Devonta Adams and MVS and.
That's a great game parlay going down, man. Just to pick pretty much every offensive player to go off for Green Bay today.
Agreed. Jim Rambo, coolest name in fantasy football. Welcome back. Merry Christmas.
Thanks, Jim. Appreciate it, man.
Thank you, Jim and Matt.
And thank you, and Matt. And thank you for always coming back and seeing us on Sundays, man. I love seeing it. Jump down here real quick, all the way to the bottom. Because Lucius is coming back here with the Taysom Dak call. That matchup is really close. Lucius, do us a favor.
Wait, let's have Will split the decision for us now that Will's here.
Yeah. All right, cool. I'm going
Taysom Hill or Dak.
But that wasn't even his only one.
Well,
I'm going with a Taysom. I'm going with Taysom Hill in this one.
Okay.
there it is.
Let's
Well,
go. Right.
well, think about this, right? You saw, all right. First of all, I think that the Saints are going to be playing from behind pretty much the whole game, right? Divisional matchup. You know, Tom Brady has had his struggles against the Saints last year, so I think that he's going to be extra motivated to go ahead and do his thing today. And we saw, listen, I'm not saying that Taysom Hill is the same as or can be compared to Josh Allen, but we saw what Josh Allen was able to do last week on the ground against Tampa. He ran for over 100 yards. I don't think that's
a really good point too.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Going.
But I don't think that's a far off for Taysom Hill to do. And you know that's that guy, right? That's what he does. I mean, he pretty much he's not your typical quarterback. If that first option is not there, he's out. Like he's gone. You know what I'm saying? He's leaving the pocket ASAP. So I think that that the Bucs are gonna pretty much have a game plan to keep Kamara contained. They're not gonna be able to stop him. They're gonna try to contain him, and then Taysom Hill's gonna be that guy.
It's music to my ears, man.
Can I give you a stat line for Taysom Hill last year against Tampa Bay?
Go ahead.
He threw the ball twice for 48 yards.
Okay.
He ran for 7 for 54 and wound up with 10 fantasy points. How confident do you feel
that
it's going to be?
Breeze? What week was that?
That was without Breeze.
What week?
And that was without him like coming into the season as a starter.
No, I mean that was him starting. Like that was him starting against.
What week was that? What week was that?
Last year, that was week 9.
All right, so week 9 last year for Alvin Kamara. Alvin Kamara finished. We went 9 for 40, 1 touchdown, and 5 through 6 through the air for 15.90 fantasy points. So they just got housed.
Yeah, Tampa Bay's tough, man.
Yeah,
that's fine. I'm sticking with my
okay.
on my island with Dak Prescott. All right.
Yeah. See, Dak burned me last week, man. So
fair enough.
I'm holding a little grudge there. He again this spread, but listen, this spread every time I look over, it keeps on going up, man. It keeps on increasing. It's at -12 right now, which is crazy.
Which one?
Dallas.
Oh wow, it went up a full point.
Dallas is
Okay.
Dallas is at -12 right now.
Right. Okay.
It's
make an adjustment there too.
Yeah, it's crazy.
All right, Will, real quick, while we're on Lucius right now, because Lucius has been running the show so far this morning, man. He's got a lot of really tough ones between him and Justin. Ayuk or Beckham?
Oh, Beckham.
Lucius.
Yeah, Beckham.
Oh, okay.
Kyler Murray's back. I think they're going to be. I'm sorry, not Kyler Murray. With him being out there in LA with Stafford, yeah. Again, like I said, every single week that dude has been able to produce. And pretty much, I think he's also on the revenge tour. You know, just pretty much set to prove everybody wrong. So as long as Beckham is on the field, he's going to produce. Ayuk with Deebo Samuel's being in there, man, it's just if Deebo Samuel was out, then maybe, but no, I'm not. When Deebo Samuel's is there, I just think that he's the guy, and then right behind him is Kittle. So you got Ayuk as the third option out there for San Fran, and I think Beckham is that guy. Beckham is that guy. Cooper Kupp obviously is going to get his, but Beckham is going to be right behind him.
Okay.
Agreed.
All right. I'm on the other side of that, but we'll get back to that once Lucius gets up with the I want to know if that's half point PPR. Oh, that was the question. We got to get from Lucius. Lucius, let us know if that's half point PPR or full point when you get a chance. Jumping down here to going back to where we were. And Victor, code red. Sip both. Oh, man.
Oh, okay.
I think that's the one that I think it's when you jumped on and we had that flex question for Zach. So I think we got that one. Malachi _1476. Welcome in. Happy playoffs. Let's go. So look, He's in first place at 11-3.
Good
He's
place
got
to
5 running back. Great place to be. You should have a bye this week, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Hey,
Listen, hey guys, please invite me to your leagues next year, please.
Malachi.
I just want to
Malachi, you're in first place. How do you not have a bye this week?
What's going on?
What is going on? But I guess some leagues,
every leagues are different.
Some leagues are different. They
I'm in
still
an
have
18 team
2-week playoffs and such. And
I'm in an 18.
Yeah, that's how it goes. So he's got 5 running backs. We have to pick 2 for him here.
Yeah,
I'm definitely playing Gaskin. Definitely
I think
playing
I'm going.
Gaskin.
I think I'm going to go Gaskin and Penny right off the.
Man, that Dillon. That Dillon option is attractive as well, man. You know what? I'm gonna go with Gaskin and Dillon. Although Swanson, Penny's not a bad look. Penny's not a bad look, but I just think that AJ Dillon may be able to get into that end zone today, man. Or when they play later on when they play Baltimore. I don't know who's gonna be on the defensive side for the Ravens. I don't.
I mean, look, I see your point because they might be up and they might just not have to use Aaron Jones at that point. But out of 8 red zone attempts, AJ has only had 2 of them, two for touchdowns. I would like that number to be higher because I see where AJ Dillon would have that value in that red zone area. I think I would take Penny for the floor. I think Gaskin is a unanimous, right? All 3 of us, we're going to Gaskin.
Yeah,
for one of them.
Unanimous.
All right, cool.
Gaskin.
And then for me here, I would go Penny for the floor. And if you wanted to play Dillon, you would have to hope for a touchdown.
I think you're hoping for a touchdown with Penny as well.
Right.
And it's not as close as
too,
some people think. I mean, don't be a victim of chasing the points that he put up against Houston last week. If we look at James Conner, now James Conner, great running back this year, running back 6 in PPR formats. He ran the ball 13 times last week for 31 yards.
Right. The majority of those came from the
passing game. Correct. He had 9 for 94. So if Penny came in, he's not so much utilized in the receiving game. They have Travis Homer, they have DJ Dallas, and the list goes on and on. I think they are going to be throwing the ball against the Rams more so than running the ball against the Rams because they're going to be playing from behind. And that scares me for Rashad Penny. I think A.J. Dillon gets a healthy workload. He's going to be utilized. They're going to be ahead. And that's why I am leaning A.J. Dillon.
I'm with it.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll stop back with you, Jeff. I like it. All right, so Gaskin and Penny. Dillon, sorry. Gaskin and Dillon.
Gaskin and Dillon.
Yeah,
okay. Cool.
And we've already mentioned our feelings about Jeff Wilson. I'm staying away, man. I'm not a believer. I was in the beginning of the season, but I've seen enough. I'm not trusting him in my playoffs.
Yeah, it's tough. You want to, but even with the matchup, but I don't think they'll. It's tough. I'll circle back to that. Never mind. Let's just go right to it right now. Nick Hobie, what's going on? Welcome back. Tony, here we go. Let's jump right into Jeff Wilson. Sony Michel, Aaron Jones, with Jeff Wilson. The Michelle Henderson split is unclear, and it's a Tuesday night game. Correct.
I'm staying away from Michelle.
Yeah,
I'm staying away from Michelle because of Henderson coming back. If Henderson comes back, he's going to be the starting guy. Like, Michelle suffers in the passing game. I think Henderson works there well. Do they get the split option? Yeah, probably. How much of a split is unclear. Yeah. So, therefore, I'm afraid that I'm staying away from Sony Michel here. I guess your best bet is Aaron Jones. Player studs. It's the playoffs, man. That's all I can say for that one.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Even though he's splitting work with A.J. Dillon, he's still getting looks on the goal line, etc. Passing game.
What's the split really like, though? Is it? It's not a Melvin Gordon, Javonte Williams split.
What, the Michelle and Henderson split?
No. The Aaron Jones and the A.J. Dillon split.
Oh. It's different.
Yeah, it's definitely different.
It's A.J. Dillon. It's A.J. Dillon. It's 75-25 for the run game. That's the difference last week, just looking at last week. Aaron Jones only ran the ball 5 times. Dillon had 15 carries. Aaron Jones he saved you with that pass catching work, and that's kind of how they play. You know, dump down passes, turning them into touchdowns, yards after the catch, rather. That's where Aaron Jones gets you fantasy points, and I think it continues this week against a beat-up Baltimore team. That's all I can say about it, really. I mean,
I think Aaron Jones is going to catch. He's going to get a pass, and then he's going to break into the secondary, and with that depleted secondary, he might. I'm
not counting on Jeff Wilson. I'm not counting on Sony Michel getting a full workload because Henderson came back off of the 2020 list. So that's where you're left with Aaron Jones with a definitive play against a definitive beat up Baltimore team. So give me Aaron Jones.
What I will say, and I'll say it again. Are you on board, Will? I'm sorry.
I'm all aboard with Aaron Jones, man. Because again, this is a guy when they're in the end zone, he's gonna probably get that. Or he could just go ahead and score from catching a ball from out the backfield, right? And then again, I can't tell you who's going to be playing defense for Baltimore today. So I think that everyone at the skill position is going to be able to go off today, even MVS.
I agree. And just another reminder as we're going through the show, put your Tuesday night players into your flex because it's getting spooky out there, and you want to be able to have that option because we got 2 Tuesday night matchups. Even put your Monday night players in the flex if you can, just so you give yourself some wiggle room. Going back to Justin here.
This just in. We have breaking news.
Tony Pollard is active today for the Dallas Cowboys. I repeat, Tony Pollard is active today. He was sitting there with a question.
Okay.
He will go today.
All right.
Interruption.
This is that time, folks. This is that time where injuries become designations, and designations become injuries, and that's the first big one. Thank you, Chef.
Man, that's interesting. I gotta look at that.
Let us know where you have the line move.
All right, Njoku or Everett. Wow. I'm staying away from the Browns.
Yeah.
I'm staying away from it. We don't know what's going on. That whole team is just a mess right now with the 2020 between the coach, quarterback, running backs, receivers. It's a mess.
Who is it? Mullins? Would it be Mullins now?
It's going to be Mullins, I believe.
Mullins.
Give me Everett. I mean, I know he's got a bad matchup against LA, but
I'm going to go in Njoku and hope for a safety valve.
I mean,
depleted offensive line, throw it over the top. I mean,
he did catch a touchdown last week against Houston. He does get targeted. Last week, only 2 catches, but it was Houston.
Yeah.
They really didn't need him too much. I think they lean on him a little bit more with the Rams. So, yeah, give me Everett. I think Everett will be okay. That's tough. It's icky situation for you there, Justin.
I'm not touching. I'm
not happy on either one of them, really, but I'm not touching Njoku. I'm not touching the Browns players. If I can avoid them at all costs, I do.
I wish I knew more about how Mullins targets tight ends. It's still close. I guess I'll go Everett just because.
The fact that you have to look up Mullins targets should say enough.
Mullins, yeah, I guess you're right. I mean, it could be one of those unearth type things, but I think you're right. I'm just gonna go Everett, not overthink it. Dillon or Jones?
That's a bigger tilt.
Is this AJ Dillon and Julio Jones as a flex?
I think it's Aaron Jones.
No,
it's got to be Dillon or Aaron Jones.
Yeah, so
Aaron Jones. Yeah, I mean, Dillon's. I feel like he's got a great future in the NFL. He's an absolute beast, and they're gonna. But I can't live in a world where I start AJ Dillon over Aaron Jones. Or I don't want to.
Yeah, I don't want to.
I'm going Jones there.
Yeah.
Victor, 1 point per touch, 1 point per 10 yards, 1 point per touch. Oh, I'm gonna go up to. Hang on a second. I'm going up to Victor's other tilt here.
Oh, it's Gaskin or Barkley, 1 point
Gaskin
per touch. I think it's still Gaskin.
Okay, still Gaskin. Yeah, 1 point per touch. I do like that. Good morning, Movie Mike.
Movie Mike, what's up?
Let's go. Welcome back. I got to start one of the flex for him here. PPR. Terry McLaurin, Deontay Foreman, KJ Osborne, or Sony Michel.
Ooh.
Man, there's so much to unpack on this one because you got Sony. Now the Henderson's back, so that breaks it down. If Thielen plays, then that kind of torpedoes KJ Osborne's value. Terry's still up in the air with Garrett Gilbert as their quarterback.
Or just leave that slot open. Nah.
I'm going Deontay Foreman here, man.
I think, dude, that's what I think I'm doing.
Up against a suspect Pittsburgh defense. It's 26th against the running back. Terry McLaurin, it's up in the air. I know he's going to play. How much you're going to get at him, I don't know. He hasn't been producing when he was healthy with Taylor Heineke's, and you don't know who the quarterback's going to be. It's an icky situation. Mm-hmm. Deontay Foreman is going to be the starter. Henderson coming back is going to mess up Sony Michel's touches and usage, and KJ Osborne with Dillon, same situation. So, yeah, I'm going to rely on Deontay Foreman. Wow, I can't believe I said that. Up against Pittsburgh. I think this game is going to go back and forth, and Tennessee leans on the running game to get the play action going. So, Deontay Foreman, it's going to be in your lineup movie, Mike. Hope it works out for you.
Steelers are dead last against running backs the last 5 weeks, giving up 34.6 points per game to that position. Let's go, Chef. I love it. Let's go, Chef. I'm smashing that Deontay Foreman button.
All in, man.
Do one of these.
I can't believe I had to do that for Deontay Foreman. Wow. But hey, this is where we are in 2021.
Yeah, that's it, man. That's the times that we're in right now.
You know what? I heard a joke the other day on someone told me, if you read out 2022, so it's going to be 20.
Don't say it.
20.
I know.
Also,
I hate it.
To TOO. Here we go. Yeah, it's a bad joke.
Well, we might go with Deontay Foreman. Also, Kicks from Mike wants to know if there's a bounce back game from Mixon and DK. Bounce back games, plural for DK.
I don't know. Against Denver, Mixon might be in trouble a little bit, but
yeah, that defense is real out there, man. That defense is definitely real out there. So, but DK
with no Lockett.
With no Lockett is interesting. I think it is. Lockett. It should be a bounce back game.
Yeah.
For DK, hopefully, I think they can connect a little bit more
by default.
Yeah, by default, exactly.
True. Addition by subtraction.
But the wide receiver matchup for the Rams, it's pretty good.
Yeah, I don't even have a.
But yeah, I think DK can bounce back. Mixon's a little suspect. But you have to kind of play him. Like, who are your other options? Like, if you're going between Mixon and DK, that's a sticky situation. Like, I'd probably lean Mixon because I know his usage. I don't know. I'm not gonna whatchamacallit? Speculate. Thank you. Appreciate you.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but I think they can, but it's still iffy. Kicks for Mike.
I feel like if there were to be a week that, like, maybe I would feel okay with starting DK, I think it would be this week with no Lockett.
For sure. Yeah.
Last game of the week, I think this is where I would start DK over Mixon. Oh, he just wants to know if it's a bounce back. Okay, all right. DK, yeah, I feel the bounce back. Mixon, I feel how that could be shaky.
Is Jalen Ramsey back today?
I'm looking now.
Good question.
I mean, again, well, the answer would be yes, because I mean, you have no choice really. You have to. With Lockett being out.
Here's the thing with Lockett. With the new protocols in place, he could potentially play if he tests negative. Because the game has been pushed to Tuesday. He tested positive on Thursday, I believe. It is a 2-day delay, so that gives him a shot at playing. If Lockett plays, then DK's value goes down a little bit. If Lockett doesn't play, DK's value goes up. So yeah, there is a chance for a bounce back game. Mixon, yeah, there's always a chance for a bounce back game. Whether or not it's a good matchup, I don't think it's a great matchup for Cincinnati against Denver, but he could sneak into the end zone, and save your day. Like, that's what they want to do. They want to utilize all their players. And they're going to have to against that Denver defense because their secondary is very, very good.
Yeah, they are. Denver defense is actually pretty stout across the board. Like a little, like top 10 last 5 weeks and at every position. They've been playing well. Going out of Trey S here. Welcome in. Welcome back. Good morning. Happy playoffs. He needs, oh boy. Trey needs upside. He went against Mahomes and Kelsey. That is a brutal stack. Russell, Burrow, or Taysom. I'm staying on Taysom for this one.
Yeah.
I'm staying on Taysom for this. I know. It's just that floor, man. It's just that.
Yeah, I mean, Denver's defense is just, and it's just like they're just getting better week in and week out. Russell, again, I haven't seen anything from Russell lately that has me thinking that he's gonna go ahead and pretty much like turn it around. So again, because of these choices, I'm gonna have to go with Taysom just because of what he's gonna be able to do on the ground.
I don't
James
like
Conner
it, but
is
I'm
in.
with you.
Sorry to cut you off.
like it.
James Conner is in.
I don't
You
like
say you
it,
don't.
but I'm with you. I agree. It's Taysom Hill.
Okay. Let's go.
Wow.
I like it.
Sucks.
Right. Good luck, Trey. Zach says Ertz has to be smashed with D-Hop out. I think we're all on board with that for sure, Zach. For sure. All right. Anthony says, good morning. Hey, good morning. Good to see you too. He's he already had Tyreek Hill play, so he needs a wide receiver, 2 running backs, and a flex in PPR. He's got Parker, Mooney, DJ Moore.
I'm assuming yes.
Amon-Ra St. Brown, KJ Osborne, Gibson, Penny, and Michelle. Got to do 2 wide receivers, 2 running backs, and a flex.
No, one receiver and a flex, 2 running backs. So let's get the 2 running backs set up first.
Okay.
I guess it's going to be Gibson and Penny. I'm staying away from Michelle with Henderson coming back.
Yeah, we don't know what McVay's going to be doing out there in LA with Henderson coming back. So I'm staying away from Michelle as well. I'm going to go with Gibson and Penny as well.
And then
I think it's going to be unanimous here, man.
One receiver, I'm smashing Mooney.
A receiver and a flex?
And then put Parker in my flex.
Yeah, Parker and Mooney. Exactly. 100%, baby.
I want Mooney in the wide receiver spot, man. See, I got you there, Will. I believe
the
Bears
game is on Monday. You want to put Mooney in that?
Oh, yeah, put Mooney in the flex spot.
Put Mooney in the flex.
Because you're right. Put Parker in the wide receiver spot and then put Mooney in the flex. But if they were both playing today at 1 o'clock, Mooney would be in the wide receivers.
I like it. Give him the first team reps.
Hope that helps, Anthony. I hope we see you next week as well, man.
Yeah, true. Good luck, Anthony. Good luck.
What is Kicks for Mike talking about?
Oh, I remember. Hold on. I'm going back up for it.
Williams for week 16
Jamal
and 17.
Williams. Okay, yeah. So can you trust Jamal Williams in his flex against Atlanta and the Seahawks? I guess is what
definitely against Atlanta, and I believe the Seahawks as well. Cool. I'm a believer in Javonte Williams.
Same. Cool.
Yeah.
Stephen Grease. Welcome in.
Start 2. Oh,
Start 2 in PPR. Full PPR. Barkley, Jacobs, and Henderson.
Jacobs and Jacobs. Done.
Yeah, Jacobs and blank. Jake. I mean, I'm gonna go with Jacobs and Henderson again. Listen, Michael Parsons, he can go out there and cover some wide receivers. So I don't. Yeah, it's just not gonna be easy.
Future Hall of Famer.
Oh, absolutely, man. Absolutely. Listen,
we may be looking at the next Lawrence Taylor, dude.
Yeah.
So
they had there was a show he was on Hello Rookie. You know that show that they put on, like highlighting some rookies coming in and pretty much just following their journey. He was on there. That dude is a beast, and plus like his 40 time is like ridiculous. I think it's he ran like a 4.4 or something like that. That's
for
crazy.
A man of his stature to be running so fast. Yeah. Like it's just he's unstoppable. He really is. He goes wherever he needs to. He stops whatever he wants to stop. And I think today he's going to be stopping some Saquon Barkley. So give me Jacobs and Henderson on this one, man.
Easy. Yeah.
Yep. Same. Anthony also says in his other league is his last week. Okay, so he has a week 18 championship as well.
All right. Yeah. Get out of that league.
Man, I've been in one for a long time too. All right, so PPR, which running backs would he play plus his flex? Barkley, Montgomery, James Robinson, Devontae Freeman, and Rashad Penny. For flex, he has Van Jefferson, Jeff Wilson, Darnell Mooney, and Rondell Moore. So we got to do one running back and a flex.
I mean, I really like J-Rob this week.
I think I like J-Rob. We haven't mentioned Montgomery today at all.
Listen, I'm all off for any player. To be honest with you, any player for Chicago. Again, it might. You know what?
Even
No,
Mooney this week?
I'm sorry. I take that back. I take that back. Montgomery is going up against Minnesota. We saw.
Yeah.
What they were able to do. I'm sorry. I take that back. I take that all the way back because they're playing just because they're playing Minnesota. I'm gonna go with Montgomery. I'm gonna go to play plus my flex. So I'm gonna go Montgomery and I'm all in. Okay, so for flex I have Van Jefferson, Mooney, and Rondell Moore. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go Mooney too, man, because like Minnesota's
double Bears.
Can we do Montgomery and J-Rob as a running backs? Can we pick two?
That's what I was looking at. I'm all
which
in on
running backs, like
Yes.
plural, like can we pick two? So I'm gonna pick Montgomery and J-Rob, and then I'm with you on the Mooney play for my flex.
Yeah, like
If it was just one player from each spot,
listen,
I'm crazy, man.
I hope it's two running backs. I hope it's I'll go Monty. Oh, wait, hold up. Here we go. Two running backs in a flex. So it is two running backs.
Okay, yeah.
Awesome.
So okay, good. Yeah,
Right, so
so
there we go.
Montgomery, Montgomery, J-Rob, and then Mooney. Yeah.
Cool. I like it. This is when you came on.
This just in. We have breaking news.
All right, we got some actives and inactives, guys. Officially active, James Conner, Chase Edmonds. We already talked about Tony Pollard. DJ Moore is playing. Zach Ertz is playing. Rex Burkhead is playing.
Ooh.
So we had a tilt about that earlier today about the
going
David
up,
Johnson news. So I am staying away from David Johnson with Rex Burkhead back in the fold. Officially inactive, your boy, Manny Sanders, Zach Moss,
Hold up,
and
back up.
Ty Johnson. Emmanuel Sanders is inactive.
Okay. You said my boy.
And Daniel Jones is officially inactive. Do I have anybody else? Ty Johnson is inactive, so that means Michael Carter may be getting a full workload.
Aha. I do like Carter.
It kind of puts me back on the Carter train there a little bit.
I mean, it's a really tough matchup, but I love Michael Carter.
Matchup.
Ow.
But
I'm going up trying to find this matchup up here.
But yeah, that's all I've got for now on the inactives.
Hollywood, David Johnson. Was it this one? He's a flex and a running back.
Yeah,
and I think we win
in now, so we got to take David Johnson out of that.
Right. So I think I would put Michael Carter up now.
Yeah,
Austin,
for the running back situation.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think I would stick with. I was pretty sure I went with Hollywood and Carter. I think we went with Hollywood and Carter. Or no, you went with Gallup.
I went with Gallup.
Okay.
I went with Gallup, and I'm going to take Carter.
Hollywood and Carter.
Okay. Do not take Jeff Wilson. I'm not a fan. Sorry. It's just my feelings.
Going all the way back down to. I think we already hit that one up. Brad Ursag. Wait. Yes? Nope. Missed one. There it is.
All right.
Peter, welcome in. Happy Sunday. Thanks for sticking with us. PPR, choose two. Zeke, Penning, or Jeff Wilson?
Pick the first two.
Yeah, because I don't think, even though Pollard is going to be active, I don't think he's going to do anything. So I like the Zeke and Penny play.
I'll go with it. Yeah, I'll go with it.
Did we hit this one? The Hunt not playing, still fading.
Oh no, that's what I wanted to go back. Yeah. All right. Sorry, Zach. Even with Hunt not playing, still fading Chubb.
I mean, it all depends on who you have. Like, I hate the fact that this game got postponed, so we don't know as much as we would. it all depends on who your other options are.
Question.
Go ahead. Give me a player up against Chubb, and I can tell you whether or not to play Chubb. That's where I'm at.
Well, I guess what I was going to ask was, do any of those players on the offensive line that are now out for the 2020, are they eligible to come back by that game? Are they one of those players that meets that new NFL protocol to where they can come back?
I'd have to look into it deeper.
That might be something that would be worth looking in.
Give me a couple minutes and I can figure it out. Let's go to the next question. We can circle back.
Cool. All right, sounds good. I'm going down here to Brad Ersack. Welcome in. Welcome back. Happy playoffs, man. He says just want to pop in and say thanks, boys. He got the bye in one of the yo. Let's go.
That's what's up, man. Congrats.
Yeah.
Let's go, Brad. Man, this makes my day. This makes my whole week.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you.
Stuff like
that's
that.
Huge, man. That's huge.
Taking the week off and still coming in to chill with us. Love it.
Thank you, Brad.
Yeah, that's love right there.
Let's go. Oh man, we gotta start putting up some. If anyone's in the chat right now that won last year, and you were in here and we were a part of it, please send us a message and let us know, because I want to start putting up plaques behind you, Chef, like on that wall behind the chef's table for the tilters that have won.
Some quotes,
quotes. Like the tilt cup, like
some reviews on the tilt show.
Just hoisting the trophy. Anybody who's won a championship. I love that. Thank you, Brad. Thank you for being with us every week.
And it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good for the Cleveland offensive line.
Okay, so
I don't even know if Baker's going to play.
I don't think he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Mullins, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're going like all the way down the depth chart.
Yeah, like I said, it all depends on who it's going to be, but
yeah.
I mean, you kind of still have to play Chubb, depending on who you have as an option.
And Beardy does covers. Welcome back. Hope you guys are doing well.
What's up?
Got a question. What time is that 12th pick in a 12th man draft paying off when you needed the most work? Yeah, let's go. That was a tough one this year. You guys remember, like, that in the first round, like Kelsey was kind of going towards the end, and it was like, do you take Kelsey or do you like stack with another running back? And Kelsey was kind of getting wonky there for a while, but
he was dropping in drafts. Yes,
he was, and then he was dropping this year too. He wasn't quite himself for a couple weeks, and then week 15 happened, right on schedule.
Right for your fantasy playoffs.
Oh man, I needed him too. So happy I got him. We'll transition right into another tight end question for kicks from Mike. Schultz, Goddard, or Gesicki?
Ooh, this is a nice tilt, dude.
This is a tough one, man.
Yeah, this is tough, especially like with the tight ends that are available right now. Obviously, with Kelsey already having played on Thursday night. Man, I'm going Gesicki here. I'm going Gesicki here because I think it's going to be a big game for Parker, Gesicki, and also Gaskin out there in Miami. With Waddle out, yeah, man, it's going to be good. Schultz,
I'm gonna face Schultz on this one. I'm gonna say it is really close between Gesicki and Goddard for me, but I'm gonna go.
Yeah,
I'm gonna just follow the divisional matchup, regardless of record.
I'm gonna go with Gesicki here
as
well.
Gesicki. Yeah,
I think he's going to have a great game. He got 11 targets, 7 for 46 in week 13 against the Giants. They are going to utilize him. He gets the Jets this week. Where Goddard actually had a great game, the 2-touchdown game against the Jets last week, right? If I'm not mistaken. So yeah,
that was good. Sorry, Chef.
I mean, without Waddle in the offense, Gesicki is the number one target, ahead of Devontae Parker, ahead of all the receivers, ahead of Gaskin even. I think Gesicki is going to get hyper targeted in this one when they need him, and he is the play for me this week over Goddard and Dr. Schultz.
True. Keep in mind that that crazy Goddard game too was that was also Gardner Minshew.
Yeah,
something to keep in mind. But yeah, going Gesicki on that one. Let's help out Zach here.
I love it. He writes.
I love it. He said Chubbard, man. Let's go.
Chubbard.
Zach, my dude, man.
Zach.
It's just easier to remember.
Yeah, I
I'm-
like that. I like that. I like
I
that.
forget his actual name anymore.
Chuba.
No, it's Chubbard.
It's
Chubbard,
man. It's
Edmonds,
easy-
Montgomery.
it's easy to remember, man. All right, so yeah, we're going Montgomery. We're going Montgomery. He's definitely
Sure.
a good back out there. I just still like every time I just think about any reliable running back going up against that Minnesota Vikings defense. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna side with them. So I'm gonna go Montgomery, and I'm gonna go Freeman. I'm going Montgomery and Freeman.
Oh, 2 running backs.
Montgomery and
That's
Freeman,
best
and then
one.
let's pick one more. I'm gonna go with Edmonds as my
Yeah.
flex.
Yeah, Edmonds as my flex. I don't trust Chubbard today.
Nope, no Chubbard for me either.
Chubbard,
Yeah, I don't trust him either on that. Man, I really hope that he gets an opportunity somewhere else. I don't know. I really liked him before the season started. But yeah, definitely don't trust him, especially with the rushing potential coming from Cam to vulture some touchdowns. Burkhead is active. Thank you, Kick. And I think we touched.
Oh, because we said Javonte Williams and it's Jamal Williams.
Oh,
So he wants to know flex rest of the season, Mitchell or Jamal if Swift gets shut down. It's Mitchell, dude. If Mitchell's in, you play him. If he's in the lineup, he is a top 15 running back each and
Elijah
every
Mitchell
week.
or Sony Mitchell? Oh, Elijah Mitchell.
Elijah
Okay.
Mitchell, yes.
Okay. All right, never mind.
If Mitchell's in your lineup, I mean, if Mitchell's active, you're playing him hands down. Especially over Jamal Williams. I think Jamal Williams is just your guy. If Swift goes down, he low end flex appeal for me. If you don't have a better option, you could play him because obviously Swift is most likely getting shut down. It's just been halted for some unknown reason. But yeah, you got to have Mitchell the rest of the season over Jamal Williams.
If this were a question of whose personality would I draft, I would draft Jamal Williams because I love
Stand
that
up
guy.
guy. Stand up.
He's great, man. He's just like I just want to hang out with Jamal Williams. I don't know if you guys have seen any of the videos of him just like talking. He's like,
Yeah, that dude. Yeah.
Anthony wants to know if he can drop Osborne and pick up another running back to replace Penny. Which running back should he get on the wire right now? Reynolds, Coleman, Hilliard, or Jared or Nichols.
I wouldn't do that.
Excuse me.
I wouldn't do that at all. I would keep Penny. I would
Trade
keep Penny. I
Reynolds.
wouldn't trade Penny for
Don't trade
Reynolds,
Hilliard.
Coleman, Hilliard, or Nichols.
Yeah, I think I would.
And I would hold on to Osborne as well because Thielen's coming back, but Osborne's still utilized in that offense.
Wait. Oh, you mean like not drop Osborne? Hold on. I
Yeah,
gotta
he
get
wants
this
to pick up. He wants to drop Osborne and get a secondary running back.
down. Oh, okay. Yeah,
out of
no, I wouldn't
Reynolds,
do that.
Coleman, Hilliard. Yeah, no, I don't. With Michael Carter coming back, I'm staying away from Tevin Coleman.
Yeah.
Reynolds, Chris Reynolds, no, especially with Jamal
Craig
Williams
Reynolds?
there.
Is it
Craig Reynolds.
Yeah,
That's
Craig
what it is.
Reynolds.
Sorry. Dante
Just wanna make
Hilliard.
sure I'm the right-
Deontay Foreman kind of took over there. So Hilliard and Nichols is kind of like pushed to the side. So yeah, no, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that, Anthony. I would hold on to Osborne.
I would hold
wouldn't
on
drop
to.
him for another running back unless you absolutely needed to because he wants to replace Penny. I think you hold on to Penny.
I think you hold on to Penny, especially if you make it to the championship. Week 17, they played Detroit. The Seahawks do.
Yeah.
So at this point, you really got to be looking at like this is where it counts. Like this is where you really have to start looking at what are your matchups going forward. Like I'll just throw a couple out there right now. If you have James Robinson, you're looking at Houston, the Jets, and the New England Week 17, which is difficult, but Houston, the Jets, great matchups. It'll definitely get you in there. David Montgomery, it's green all the way in, man. Like Minnesota, Seahawks, the Giants, the next 3 weeks. The Browns have pretty good matchups. But that's there's also a lot up in the air. But yeah, keep an eye on that stuff. Sorry, well, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, I was just saying, yeah. Unfortunately, the Giants are not looking good, man. Sometimes my fathom comes into play, but yeah, this is crunch time right now, man. So I would, definitely don't move Penny. Do not move Penny.
Yeah, I would hang on for sure. Important. Tyler X-Teen? Tyler X-Teen? What's up, Tyler? Welcome in.
What's
good,
up?
Tyler?
Montgomery?
Montgomery, man. Montgomery.
Montgomery or Cooper in a full flex PPR.
That matchup is just nice out there,
man. Flex full PPR.
Excuse me.
Yeah,
what's on your mind, Chef? Yeah,
give
me
me
go Montgomery there.
Yeah, I shouldn't think too much. No, I'm looking at this just for people that are in leagues that have kickers. If you have Zane Gonzalez, find another option immediately. He's being helped off the field. He is the kicker for the Carolina Panthers. He's being helped off the field in pregame warmups. So that's a problem. That's another notch for Atlanta in that one. Or who's playing Carolina? Sorry.
The Bills.
The Bills, yeah. Well, just another reason for Buffalo to win.
What's the line on that right now? Because it was minus 13.
14.
Oh boy, it just keeps going. It's like that Energizer.
Who's the quarterback out there today for them? Who's the quarterback?
For who? For Carolina?
For Carolina.
It's probably
it's Cam, right? Did we not get that yet?
I think so.
Hold up. It's Cam.
Okay. Yeah, it's not coming up.
Okay. Yeah, you scared me for a second. I'm like, is it PJ Walker? Or is it
it's not a start like that I would want to play.
No.
Yeah.
Didn't we see PJ come in?
Yeah, they bring him in a little bit, and that didn't work out. They're dumb, dude. They're so messed up. Their whole experiment of Sam Darnold, Cam Newton, PJ Walker, Joe Brady, it just flopped. And I believe it's all Matt Rule's fault at the end of the day. But it's a tough situation that I'm staying away from, and it sucks because it hurts DJ Moore's value. As soon as CMC went down, like the whole team went downhill.
Yeah.
Kicks for Mike. We will be here for you, man. Thank you very much, and thank you.
Appreciate
good luck.
You, Kicks.
Appreciate you.
Let's go. Poor Justin, bring Sam back.
Yeah,
I think Mike White's your future, man. I think you're the whole rest of your quarterback room, even Joe Flacco. Like, just get rid of Zach Wilson, man.
Josh Johnson, give me him.
Josh Johnson, right? He came in, man. I love what I saw from Josh Johnson.
I think Josh Johnson would work out better in
almost came back
Carolina than all three quarterbacks that were down there.
Thank you, Justin.
This one right here is an easy one for me. Who would you flex, Javonte Williams or Penny? It's Javonte Williams.
Yeah, Josh Johnson's on the Ravens now. I missed that. I'm sorry.
Wow.
Thank you, Justin.
Interesting.
Justin just needs to work for us. He needs to be the Brooks.
Yeah,
just behind the desk.
He is
the producer.
Shout out Justin, our unpaid intern.
My man, Justin. I had no idea he went to the Ravens. Good for the Ravens. And good for him. But yeah, I'll go Javonte Williams on that one, Ryan. Thank you for the question. And Justin says, one team, it's a super flex 12 man. He's got to buy. Of course you do, because you're Justin, you're the man. And his quarterback, he's got Mahomes. He's got Mahomes, Herbert, Heineke, and Mac Jones to choose from. He's got Jonathan Taylor, Najee Harris.
Go back to bed, dude. You're on a bye. Don't bother me with this. And then throw this superior lineup in our face. Like, that is just...
I don't even know who's playing this. I don't even do my.
Does it matter? Like, it doesn't matter who's playing next week. Look at his lineup.
Wow.
Mahomes, Herbert. Okay, you start them. Running backs: JT, Najee. You could probably flex Gordon if you needed to, or Foreman. Wide receivers. Okay, you're not taking Cup off. He's on a heater.
Ridiculous. He's been on a heater.
AB's back in the fold next week. I just heard some news on that, so we don't know what's going on there. I don't know the Philadelphia matchup, but I'm assuming it might be the Giants. So therefore, you play Devonta Smith against the Giants.
Back to Washington.
And you throw Gallup in. I mean, you've got so many options. The only other option that you don't have is another tight end. So yeah, you're playing Knox. Done.
Yeah.
Does that solve your problem, Justin? Go back to bed, man. You're on a bye. Take the week off. Congrats, Justin, man. And I appreciate you sticking with us for the whole season, always helping us out. We really do appreciate
always,
it.
Man. Thank you, Justin. You're the best. You're the man. Kicks from Mike says the Tyreek and Mahomes stack paid off. Hey, of course it did.
Of course.
Good luck, Kicks from Mike. Let's go. Coming from a Steel. Oh, Kicks from Mike's a Steelers fan. I always love figuring out where everybody's loyalties lie because I don't always know. But that's good.
My
So now we know
loyalty is
Kicks
with
from
the
Mike
fantasy
Steelers fan.
points. That's what it is.
True. This is a fantasy show. It's true. But it is good to know. It's good. Kicks from Mike. Yeah. Well, it's a Steelers by
All right.
1.5 right now. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, Steelers
Zach,
by
thank you
one.
very much. It's
All right,
one
it's
now.
It's about that time. Will, what do you got for us, Will?
Let's go.
All right, man. All right. So here's what I have for player props. Got 3 good ones. We got Devontae Parker over 57.5 receiving yards. We're gonna stay in this. Actually, no, I'm gonna give you 4. We're gonna go ahead with Gesicki over 46.5 receiving yards.
I like that one.
Today, I'm all in on J-Rob, man. I'm all in on J-Rob. Again, guys, these lines can be found on at FanDuel Sportsbook. I'm going to go with James Robinson over 101.5 rushing and receiving yards. And then in the late game today, I like Tom Brady over 295.5 passing yards.
Okay.
Love it.
Love it.
Prop bets at their finest from Will at Biased Opinions _ on Twitter. Guys, what a great week. It's week 15. We'll be back next week, week 16. Hit that like and subscribe button on YouTube. Go to our YouTube channel at The Tilt Is Real on YouTube, or YouTube/C/The Tilt Is Real. To get notified when we go live each and every Sunday at 10 a.m. to 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. Man, I can't believe it. We're almost through the season. I'm kind of sad.
Crazy, right? That was fast.
Yeah.
Feels like.
I guess I'll start the closing. You can check me out tonight on the Dynasty Happy Hour. Do have a show there. Goes on 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Dynasty Happy Hour YouTube channel / Twitter, Facebook. You can find us there. Also, Merry Christmas, because we are not going to be here for Christmas next week, right? Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Christmas is what? Saturday? Friday?
Christmas is Saturday.
Yeah, so we're not going to be here.
Not to work.
Merry Christmas. I'm not going to have to work. I am off. I am enjoying Christmas with the family. And to all of our viewers, we appreciate you. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Yeah, I'll let you guys sign off and we'll be done.
Yeah, same thing, man. Happy holidays. Hope you guys enjoy. Definitely see you guys in a couple of weeks. Good luck in not only this week, but also next week in your leagues. Hopefully you guys get advanced and give us some good news when we come back on, and also a print and be able to frame some of those reviews for James and Swanson out here, man. You know what I'm saying? You guys making and winning y'all leagues. Again, I could be found on Twitter at biasedopinions _. Good luck, everyone. Happy holidays.
And you can find me at FF Jawn, JAWN Swanson. Honestly, guys, I didn't really even consider the fact that we won't be here next week on account of the Christmas time. So I know the week 16 is a big week on account of the playoffs. So send us your tilts. Send it to us on Facebook. Hit us up on Twitter at The Tilt Is Real. We will still be here to help you out, man. I'm gonna miss everybody next week. And it's going to be a big week. So I'm looking forward to seeing everybody week 17 and the way it looks. I mean,
we'll still be here on Sunday.
But
we got a couple games.
Yeah. Wait, what happened?
Sunday, I'll be here.
Oh, I thought I literally thought you just dropped the bomb on me right now that we weren't going to be here on Sunday. I was like, okay.
No, right. Christmas is on Friday.
Oh, no.
There are a couple
on Saturday, cousin.
Okay. Sorry. There are a couple games on Saturday for Christmas Day.
Oh, you meant those games. I was about to say when we got on the show, I was like,
and we're not going to be here before Christmas. We're not going to be here on Christmas, obviously. That's why I said Merry Christmas.
That's funny. I just rolled with it. I was like, all right, cool. Yeah, no problem.
You're working next Sunday, Swanson. Don't think you're taking another day off.
Good. I don't want to take any days off. You think I wanted to do that?
Never not working.
Never not working. You guys are the best. Thank you so much. Good luck. Happy week 15. Go kill your playoffs. See you next week. Peace.
Have a good one, guys. We're out. Peace.
Thanks for tuning in to the Tilt is Real Fantasy Podcast. Like and subscribe on YouTube and follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Check out our website at thetiltisreal.com for more great fantasy football content. We'll catch you guys next time on The Tilt is Real.